Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about Battlefield 1, but more importantly, we'll talk about a feeling that Battlefield 1 gave me. And this feeling happens in every single Battlefield game except Battlefield 2042, and this feeling that I'm referring to is one of the most important feelings that every game that I've played has actually given me at some point or another. And that is the feeling of being locked in. Everything feels responsive, natural. You know the next thing that's going to happen. It's predictable. You know exactly what you're going to do next. And everything works out just as you imagined. And why is this so important? Well, that's what we're going to talk about, right? So, if you enjoy the channel, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the last video before the Delta Force playtest at Steam Next Fest. So, I'm going to be streaming Delta Force from the 14th all the way through the 21st. Come by the stream's first link in the description, follow my Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and be sure to turn notifications on this YouTube channel on so you don't miss any Delta Force changes, gameplay, all that sort of thing. Longtime viewers of the channel will know that I have particular opinions about Battlefield 1, some very good, and other things about Battlefield 1 I hold in, let's say, not so high regard. But we won't be talking about that in today's video, because during a play session a few days ago, it just clicked. And this happens in every single Battlefield game besides Battlefield 2042, and I'll get into why. And what I mean by clicked is that it just feels like you're floating during the gameplay. Comment down below if you understand what I'm talking about. Everything makes sense. I can see 3, 4, 5, 6 steps ahead. Everything feels relatively responsive. Every shot is hitting. The shots that miss. The shots that hit and are supposed to kill, hit and kill. The team is moving around the map in the exact way that I think they are. The rotations make sense. Nothing is out of order. And generally speaking, I am locked the fuck in, okay? And that doesn't happen in Battlefield 2042. And it's for a very particular reason and a literal reason. It's because Battlefield 2042 literally feels too bad in order for that to happen. I'd say like 99% of the time. Now, why is that? Well, you go back and look at all the things wrong with Battlefield 2042, and you should remember the fact that Battlefield 2042's mouse input is broken, is still broken actually. The game just generally feels awful. Has input delay, the movement responsiveness is sort of mushy sometimes, and it's server dependent, more so than other Battlefield games in my opinion. And what I mean by that is, if you play on a West Coast server with, let's say, 80 ping, then play on an East Coast server, the game is going to feel drastically different. So not only does the game feel poor even when you're on a good server, it's also feeling poor at an inconsistent rate, while simultaneously having broken input so you can't even be 100% confident with your aim. And I have played Battlefield 2042 for probably about 2 years now, and I've mentioned this in previous videos. Playing 2042 for that long kind of takes your skills, and I sort of compare it to blunting a knife. It takes your razor-sharp aim, your razor-sharp timing and movement, and it sort of blunts it the more you play Battlefield 2042 consistently. And the only way to realize what's happening to you is you go and play basically any other game that you would consider to be quick and snappy and responsive. Now, Battlefield 1 isn't, in my opinion, very quick or snappy or responsive, but that just speaks to how poor Battlefield 2042 actually feels. Because in comparison to 2042, Battlefield 1 actually does feel quick, snappy, and responsive. And the result of that is as you play Battlefield 1, as you play really any game that isn't Battlefield 2042, you can form consistency, you can form comfort, and eventually you get these days, it's not every day, but you get these days where every single thing just clicks, and it's the most beautiful thing possible. And the reason for it is very simple. Battlefield 1, even with its problems, even with its nerfed movement, everything works in the game. The mouse input works. It doesn't have disgusting levels of input lag. And you can trust the game to do what it's supposed to do most of the time. And if you want a good live example of that, maybe rewind some of the clips in the background gameplay. In Battlefield 1, using medic SLRs, you can just feel locked in to the point where you can put perfect BTK on people. You know the amount of shots you need to put on someone. With the auto revolver, if you're in CQC and you're confident you can get the kill, you shoot 2 bullets, not a single bullet more. That same can be said for SLRs. Let's say I'm using the RSC 1917, and I know it can 2-shot this guy. I'm shooting 2 bullets center mass, and I'm literally turning around because I already know I got the kill after I hit my mouse button the second time. I don't need to shoot 3, 4, 5 shots because I'm uncomfortable and I'm not locked in. I know I have the kill. That is one of the most important things that you've been able to do in not only Battlefield 1, but in every single Battlefield game. And most of the time, you can't have that confidence in Battlefield 2042 because the game is mushy and unresponsive. And we all know the hit registration is poor in that game as well. And this is something the next Battlefield needs to have. Now, this isn't something you can just design, okay? This is a result of the quality of the game. This happens naturally. You can't just go, hey, I need the game to feel like this. No, you need to execute things properly. And if the next Battlefield isn't executed properly, it's probably going to miss out on this feeling of trust, this feeling of you basically controlling the game exactly how you want to control it, and have confidence in that control. So that is really what I'm trying to discuss here, okay? And I need you guys to let me know in the comments section, do you understand what I'm trying to convey? Can you attest to this? And maybe what are some other examples that I didn't go over in this video that you feel this feeling with when you play Battlefield 3, 4, 1, 5, whatever have you? So with that being said, that is going to wrap this video up, guys. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, come by the streams. I stream every single day, and that will not change moving forward, guys. Delta Force is coming out on the 14th with its second playtest. It'll run from the 14th to the 21st. Come by the streams, check it out. I'm going to be playing probably 8 or 10 hours a day like I did with the other playtest. And of course, I'll be uploading a bunch of update videos and going over the differences between the first playtest and this current playtest, and you can only find that on this YouTube channel. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys hopefully on stream and in the comment sections of the next videos. I'll see you guys later.